cancer. So all those commercials about the patch and everything, and the tobacco industry, all of that, they try to save, only 5% of that people actually succeed. Tobacco is expected to kill 1 billion people in a century. I thought this statistic was amazing. 90% of all lung cancer patients, all lung cancer deaths among U.S. women smokers are caused by smoking. And there's that quote. And so I just, in conclusion, just like to say that it is your freedom to smoke, it is your freedom to buy our freedom to smoke and buy the cigarettes. The tobacco industry has always been at it, trying to hide the truth behind it. Before 52, we didn't even know that it caused cancer. And they have always been at it to hide these truths from us and these dangers. So it is up to us to learn them and study them for ourselves and decide for our satisfaction what we believe and what we'd like to do to our own life. Thank you.
All right, Dasha, what did you think?
Okay, I thought the speech was good. I thought the intro needed more work to just open with his points and stuff. Good research. I thought he could have used the sources more, like who they were. The PowerPoint I thought had a lot of material in it, but I would like to see more diagrams or truths. Yeah.
All right. Scott, you've got too much information in the speech, and it's not very well focused, I think. You need to decide what this is really about. Your attention device is basically the thesis statement. So there's no lead in, there's no attempt to pull us in as an audience into the presentation. It becomes just a long laundry list of data that you're presenting. When you do offer a preview, your preview seems to go on and on and on. I'm listening to it. It sounds like you've got 8 or 9 points that you're going to be talking about, and I'm thinking, geez, that's a lot to do in an 8-minute speech. Well, it's a lot to do in an 8-minute speech, but it was still hard to do in an 11-minute speech, which is how long your presentation was. I had to stop the camera and start it again so that we'll be able to get both sections on the YouTube channel. So obviously there's too much in the speech. I like the idea of you're focusing on the industry's response to criticisms of tobacco and the health effects. I think that that's probably a good way to go. What did the industry do? Did they tried to suppress information. They tried to change their advertising. They used different strategies to get people involved in cigarettes, something like that. I think that would be a good way to maybe narrow down your subject so you're not all over the place, putting in everything in the kitchen sink. Let me see. On the visual materials, it's a little cluttered. I've got to be honest, I think the dark green background with the black on it is not enough of a contrast to make it easy to see. I mean, I could see it, but I think it's harder to see than you want it to be. If you're going to use the dark green for the background, maybe a lighter color lettering would give you a stronger contrast. And you've got that on almost all of your slides. Or you could use a lighter color for the background so that the dark lettering will stand out for you a little bit more. The hookah thing, for instance, is stuck in there, but there's not a lot of development. I'm wondering, you make it sound like the hookah industry is a strategy that the tobacco industry came up with as a way to perpetuate this. Well, that sounds like a good idea. Let's talk about that. Where's the information on that? And I didn't get any development of that. You mentioned John Hill, and I don't know really what John Hill's relationship is here. You say he's still dealing with lawsuits and being tried on a variety of issues, and I don't know his position, I don't know what the examples are, I don't get any context on this. This sounds like it's a side issue that could have been the focus of your speech, but doesn't really get developed. So I just think that you've got a big topic, and it didn't get focused enough. And although you've got a lot of information in the speech, and clearly you care about the subject, you need to get more control over what the content is. All right, thank you.